Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Did you miss us?
Yeah, we're back.
It's been a while. It's been a longer while for me.
Well,
yes.
and we're all feeling better. Well,
We're
at least
all-
Lynn and I.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I'm in a really good mood.
I'm feeling marginally better.
It's the weirdest thing. I'm very moody these days.
I feel your pain.
Me too. So, welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. Today we are June 11th, and this is episode 162. I would like to welcome new and returning viewers.
Thank you for joining us, everybody.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. You can find us on our blog at twotangledskeins.com. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
You can, who am I? I'm Selma. Selma123 on Ravelry. We're also on Instagram. I'm Selma Knits on Ravelry. These two got the same
on
name.
Instagram.
You're Selma Knits on Instagram.
Yeah, you said I'm Selma Knits on Ravelry.
Oh, for crying out loud. I can't do this right. Anyway,
We're out of practice.
we're on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Selma Knits. These two have their same names. On Ravelry, I'm Selma123. And we also have a group in Ravelry called the Two Tangled Skeins, where we have cows and prizes and conversations. So come and join us.
And insanity.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just part of the
So
gig.
much crazy
It's
things.
fun.
So, who's been knitting this week?
I have, but I
have
didn't
too.
get it done. I was so trying to, and I fell asleep knitting last night.
How does that happen?
I've done it a couple of times.
Like, do your fingers just literally slow down? And
Well, basically, I was trying to watch something, and I'm knitting, and I'm going like this.
A couple of weeks ago, when I was on the codeine, I was falling asleep knitting. That's why I limited myself to a dishcloth, and it took me a week and a half to knit the one dishcloth. Because I was literally passing out while knitting.
She was a little loopy.
I don't like codeine. I don't like it at all. Because I can't think. I was completely incoherent for like a week.
See, I can't take codeine because I'm allergic. So
Yes.
they give me something stronger, and it's like...
Well, Rob left me a couple of Vicodins because I didn't have a lot of T3s left.
You didn't take them, did you?
I did not take them. I was terrified. I have never taken anything that strong, and I don't intend to start.
What is Vicodin used for?
Vicodin is for it's for severe pain.
Oh, is that when he had for his nose?
It's what he had when he broke his ankle,
Okay.
and it's the ones he takes are 750 milligrams of acetaminophen, I think, and 75 milligrams of hydrocodone, which is a controlled substance. And I was like, I appreciate it, but I'm too scared to take these.
yeah.
So they are safely put away, and they will go back into his prescription bottle when I see him again, because I was just like, no, I can't. And
Too scary.
He was looking out for me. He was trying to make sure that I would be able to sleep and stuff, because, I mean, the Tylenol 3s, which is codeine, acetaminophen, and caffeine, were doing nothing by themselves, like not even taking the edge off. They were doing nothing. Then I added in an Advil. Bob's your uncle. I was fine.
Yeah, sometimes the mixture will do it.
One Advil added to the Tylenol and codeine, and I was fine. But the Tylenol and codeine by itself, nothing. And it was weird because I don't generally take Tylenol. It doesn't usually have much of an effect on me. So it was fun.
Anyway, everything better now?
Well, no, I still have to see the dentist on Tuesday, but
You're
I'm not in
smiling
pain
and
anymore.
you look normal.
Yes, the antibiotics did
Yeah.
a great amount of improvement. I still have some nerve damage because I still can't feel my lip here. So I don't know if it's permanent nerve damage or if it will be fixed when they either remove or fix the tooth. But for now, I can't feel half my lip, so I keep biting my lip when I eat.
Oh dear, that's so annoying.
So it's like being frozen.
Yeah,
It's
going to the
exactly like when
dentist
you
all the
come
time.
home from the dentist and you feel like you're drooling all the time because you can't feel your lip. That's exactly how my lip has been feeling for 3 weeks now. Loads of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we knit.
We do.
And I have
And
those.
No foes.
I have
You know what? I don't have one either.
Oh
You're
my
not even
God.
wearing one.
Yes,
I
she is.
am.
Oh, yes.
I'm
there we
wearing
go.
one, but I everything's
This is 2 episodes in a row.
I don't know what's happening to me.
I know what's happening to her. She's sewing.
It is. I'm sewing, and I don't know, life.
Well, it's summer. This is when everything starts gearing up. and
No.
the kids are-
I knit. I always knit.
You have kids who are no longer tiny.
And you're also prepping for, like, time off and...
Yeah,
work,
I
right?
guess. It's just really weird. And I mean, I'll talk about it in my whip, but this whip is just going on forever. It just feels like it's going on forever. So anyway, I am wearing a faux.
You are.
Yeah, I'm
So let's
wearing a
see.
faux. It's not a faux that I wear that often, and this is just after making a couple of top-down sweaters, the traditional sort of raglan top-down sweaters. I made the February Lady cardigan. I made another sweater that turned into a dud, actually. The yellow one.
Well, the February is kind of a dud. You
And the
only wear it
February
at
is kind of
home.
a dud as well. Then I thought, well, I'm going to make my own sweater. I just wanted like a simple black sweater. And I don't wear it very often because I kind of mentioned at one point that necklines on top-down sweaters is what is the most problematic. And the neckline is not terrible, but it's just a little bit loose.
Could you not put some elastic thread in it?
You know, I probably should think about doing a little bit of something.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's
'Cause it
not
looks
going off my
great.
Or you
shoulders.
could just put a crochet edging around it.
Or something, eh?
With a little bit of color, maybe. Or gray.
She knows if she says gray that there's more likely to be a yes there. But anyway, it's just very simple, you know, typical raglan. It's a 3/4 sleeve. It's got seed stitch along the edges and along the bottom as well. Just a very simple.
It's a very classy sweater.
It's like that little black dress, but in a sweater.
It's a little black sweater. And it's made out of the Barocco Pima cotton, or pure Pima.
So it's very soft.
So, and she can touch it. It's just...
Yes, if you ever wear an alpaca sweater, you'll have to sit at Sue's spot.
Yeah, then we have to change the order. But, yeah, that's it. You know, I can't remember exactly how many stitches I cast on, but I tried to cast on less than in that yellow sweater that turned into a dud. I can't even remember the name of the sweater anymore, because that one was definitely too big. And I tried to make sure that I cast on with smaller needles. So it's not terrible, but you know what? Doing a little crochet edge would probably be something to just give it, just so that I trust it. Because right now I feel like...
Well, yeah, because it'll give it that little more.
Just
little-
that little
yeah.
bit more. But otherwise, I have to say, it fits, you know, like really well under here. And
Because you could crochet the edge with some elastic thread.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
you wouldn't
could do
need
that
to
too.
if you're
Or
just
just-
adding...
I think
Yeah.
I have a little bit left of this black yarn, perhaps. I could even just, just go
Yeah,
on.
1 or 2 rows of single crochet and it'd be fine.
So, anyway.
But it looks
I
very
thought-
good on you.
I thought I'm going to wear it because I do feel like this sweater doesn't get very much love. And it's actually not bad. Eh?
It looks nice. It sits
You know,
nice.
it's pretty good. So, anyway, there you go.
That's her faux.
Yeah, it's an old faux.
I have a faux that will be frogged. I am sad to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've just gone to the public because there's no way that I'm going to stretch them square. Something went wrong with my gauge, and
Oh, it's
my
a
blankets.
rectangle.
It's a real
Exactly.
rectangle. Or did you not do enough rows?
Yeah, well, it's a set
just
pattern,
too-
so I couldn't. So this is my Sidna Farley square from the Great American Afghan.
Weird.
What I've done is I have started a new square, and I've moved up a needle size. So there's 4 or 5 squares that are gonna have to be frogged.
Oh,
And redone.
man.
But
Are they all rectangle?
well, the ones that I've been doing recently, yeah, they're all rectangle. I don't know why. Because the last time I did, I followed what it said in the pattern. I used a size 7, blah, 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 and they're not coming out right. So I'm going to frog the ones that didn't come out right, and I'm going to redo them on a size 8. So, again, this is the Sidna Farley square from the Great American Afghan book by XRX Books, I think, publishing.
And which you've made before.
Which is Knitter's Magazine. Yeah, but I did them in bulky last time, so it was a completely different needle size. But the gauge is the row gauge is obviously off on these. So I will be redoing them. I've come to terms with it. It's all good. Well, I was also I was trying to match these to the 2 first squares that I did from the other ladies' patterns, Tammy Eigenman Thompson.
Oh, right.
So I was putting a lot of extra seed stitch on the edges to make them all 80 stitches wide. And No.
No.
So...
No, meaning you don't like the look, or...
Well, it's ridiculous because I'm adding 20 to 30 stitches on the edges just to make it match. And it's just like, no, this is not working. So I am basically starting from scratch 3 months before the wedding.
Oh, no. It's 2015
4
all
months
over
before
again.
the wedding. But, well, yeah, 4 months from actually 3 days ago. So it's okay. I've basically brought myself to the point where I'm going to be working on this and nothing but this. Except at knit nights.
So by the time your birthday comes, you'll have had enough.
I will be glad that nobody else is getting married anytime soon. That I know of. I don't know anybody else who's, about to be married, so.
Then you could concentrate on baby things.
Then I can, because so many babies. Oh my goodness.
Lots of babies.
So many babies. I'm so
In our
excited.
inner circle.
Yes, in my little circle of friends and family and stuff. And there's so many babies. I'm very excited. So that was my first faux. This is out of Knit Picks Brava worsted in the Tranquil colorway. And it was on a 4.5 millimeter, which is US 7. Which is apparently wrong. So, poor little square is going to be frogged. My other... Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. And there goes the ball for minis. My other faux, not very impressive. This was all I could knit.
This is the
While I was on the medication, this is all I could do. And this took me a week.
This is a codeine cloth.
As sad and pathetic as this dishcloth was the only thing I managed to
Every
knit.
once in a while, she'd be like, I've been just sitting here for an hour.
I would
Staring at the wall.
I would be sitting at the computer watching episodes of Castle, wanting to knit, and I would just literally stare at the stove for 2 hours. And I would have to rewatch the episode because I couldn't remember what had happened.
What had happened.
And
oh well, watching Captain Tight Pants again is not too bad.
I know.
I
I love him so much more now than I did after
need to watch
Firefly.
Who is this?
Nathan Fillion.
Oh,
I adore him.
Chills.
Oh dear.
I really like
Clearly
her
I don't
too.
watch enough.
They have really good chemistry. Stana
Could he not have bad chemistry with anybody?
Well, apparently that's why the show ended.
Because of bad chemistry
Was
or
because
overly
they
good
were
chemistry?
they were not getting along.
Were
I
they
don't know.
sleeping together?
No, I don't think so.
Just making sure.
Oh, he's so awesome. And
know.
I recently saw the episode where their murder victim had a baby with them, and he's just like, "Oh, give me the baby!" And I'm like,
My friend Kathy went to Comic-Con a couple years ago, and she got a picture with him, with her knitting.
if he ever comes to Ottawa, I'm all over that.
Maybe
I will
he
pay
even
the
watches
extra
the
money to go see
podcast.
him.
Who knows?
I doubt it, but watching him with a baby just made my ovaries exploded. Because honestly, there is nothing that will make you melt for a man more than watching him play with a baby.
Baby or puppy.
It is pretty beautiful.
And
Or cook.
poor Rob, I keep trying to tell him that, and he's like, I don't like babies. What? It's okay, we're not going to have any, ever.
I just need my fix every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll just go back and watch that episode whenever I need a little bit of poof in my ovaries. So, not that my ovaries need any poofing.
A little poof in my ovaries.
That is not the episode. We are not making that the episode title. No. So anyway.
Maybe just a little poof.
Very I'll give you a little poof. This is based on the basic knitted dishcloth by Jane Lake. It's the same as Grandma's favorite dishcloth. There's like 50 free patterns with this same thing. So, this is out of Bernat Cotton Tots in white. So it's not handicraft. It's not dishcloth cotton. It is really super soft cotton.
Oh, Handicrafter sucks.
This is going to be for baby washcloths.
Okay, that's kind of perfect.
For one of the babies.
Probably many of the babies. I'm making a bunch of them because I have so much of this stuff, and it's discontinued, of course.
And now you're going to go faster because you're not on drugs.
Is that the episode title?
them
Tanya,
anywhere.
she broke her.
I can't take them anywhere. Anyway, these were also on a 4.5 millimeter needle, which is US 7. I actually bought these needles to touch. They're the little plastic
The kids ones.
Lion Brand ones. I think Lion Brand or Red Heart.
That's
I think they're
adorable.
Red Heart.
They're Red Heart.
They have little smiley faces. I actually bought these to teach my daughter to knit, and they are now my dishcloth needles because she didn't show any interest. So that's 4.5 millimeter, which is US 7. So that's my foes.
Nice.
And they are living in my Art by Anna jungle bag.
Cool.
What are you guys working on?
I'm working on a hat that I thought I would have finished, but no. So this is a test knit that I'm doing for Katie Piche, who is Nekazuki Knits. She has designs and a podcast, and I am allowed to show it, so I've got notes on it because it's a test. Let's find a good picture. It's a DK weight, and the name of the pattern is RFYP, and it's ribbed for your pleasure, is what it's called.
Because we're appropriate around here.
That's what it's called. So that's the pattern.
Looks straight to me.
And even though I put up a poll in the group, Katie vetoed everything, and I chose the yarn that she wanted me to use. So mine has long repeats of the pattern. Oh, this way. So you can see there's like all the pearl bumps. It's part of the pattern. And this is Tinted Tangles in the Rainforest colorway. And I'm knitting this on, the brim was 3.25 and the hat is 3.75.
Which is US
5.
Yeah, it's US 3 and a US 5.
3 and 5. Yeah. What else am I knitting on? Did I even bring it? Yes, I did. I took something out of the corner.
Oh!
Mhm.
And you didn't put it in the show notes?
I didn't?
No.
Okay.
It's okay, you're allowed to show it anyway.
So basically I pulled out my Fractal Danger.
Fractal
Yay!
Danger.
And
All you people who told her to frog that, shame on you.
I'm probably going to end up frogging the other one.
Because this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Did people actually tell you to frog that?
Frog this and knit the green and orange one. But I think the green and orange needs to become something else. With
I think
other
you
colors.
should pick a muted color and another really
Yes,
bright
I listened
color
to you.
and
Shush.
do the exploration station.
That's what she wants me to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually fun. Right now I'm in
Maybe
the
a super bright blue or something.
short row part, and I mean, I've knit maybe 4 rows, but the reason I knit 4 rows was because when I wound the ball, they're all separate little mini skeins, and I just kind of wrapped it and then kept going, and I was trying to pull it apart to rewind it. Fast forward 3 hours later, it's done again.
Because it all got tangled up.
Yeah.
You and ball winding.
So this is the Fiber Optics. It is the paint box in the
Espresso Crimson. I can't remember what the yellow one is.
something.
I don't gold, maybe?
Yeah, and so
I don't
this is a
remember.
Martina Bain pattern. And the reason I like it, most of her patterns tend to be, is it asymmetrical that
Yeah.
I like? But this one is not asymmetrical. There's a picture of it. And actually, there's short rows involved, which is how it becomes that. Yep. And this is knit on, I think I used the pattern needle size, which is a 3.5, which is a US 4. Did I get that right?
3.5
is a
US 4.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Woohoo!
I love how she has to check with me.
Not with me. I'm not a converter.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll show that later. And then I've got my little,
I love that bag.
my girl
That's
with
the girl
the rabbit.
with the rabbit, eh?
Yep.
I love that fabric.
Yep.
And it's a nice size.
Yeah, and I actually bought one of her Notion cases in the same. I saw it and I went, oh, matchy
It's
matchy.
really nice.
I
And
like
and
it.
it's almost like a brushed
Yeah,
cotton. It's got a very nice texture to it.
I've
Like
looked everywhere for that. I can't
It's
find.
beautiful.
I can't find the fabric. So
Is that what you've been working on? Just 2 things?
I've been working on the hat all week. I haven't touched anything else.
Wow.
I might have put a couple rows on my barn raising square, but not enough to show. I was hoping to get the hat done by Saturday. Nope. So that's it for me.
Well, I would like to finish this one day.
Sorry. I was mono knitting. Because I didn't pull out the shawl until
we need
like
some
last
sort of
night.
music there. Da-na-na. Anyway.
Sorry, I left my phone in the car.
I have been mono knitting too, thinking, oh, I'll finish this. It's, 2 skeins of fingering weight, so, about 800.
There's been swearing when we've been talking. Swearing when we've been talking about it. Sorry, I don't want to mumble.
And it's not because, this is the Meadow Beauty by Sachiko Uemura, also known as Knitimo.
It's gorgeous.
And I really love it. I'm doing the wrap version. There's a scarf and a wrap version. I've got it memorized. I don't need to look at the pattern 99% of the time. Once in a while there's one row that every once in a while I need to check, oh, is this where I need to place the X? Usually starting the X. I finished the first ball.
Oh, you did finish? Wow.
I finally finished the first ball a couple of inches ago. Right there.
It's going to be very long.
Yeah, which is what I wanted. I want...
That's going to be the thumbnail.
Exactly how I want to wear it.
Oh, thumbnail. Yeah.
The idea is that I'll be able to wrap this around and have it just like hanging. The idea was that it would be, an accent piece. So anyway, it's easy to knit. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying the yarn. I'm knitting it on 3.5 millimeter, I believe. Or 3.75?
You put 7.5.
I think it's 3.5 actually. But anyway, it just feels like it's going on forever. And I don't want to stop because I don't want it to end up.
Oh.
I don't want it to end up getting forgotten in a corner.
It's a 3.5.
It's a 3.5. That's what I thought. So anyway, this is out of the Orange Flower yarn. Lyra, the Lyra base, which is an alpaca silk linen blend. And the linen comes through a lot. There's quite a high linen content in it. And so there's a little bit...
So it's wonderfully drapey.
It's wonderfully drapey. It's not going to be quite as stretchy as something else might be. Every once in a while there are little fibers, natural fibers that come out, which I really like. So, and I really hope to finish this in the next week and a half. Can I give myself that goal?
And she's like, you bought this for me. I'm like, I did. She goes, yeah, I tell you I like something and then it appears in my inbox. Didn't I do that this week too?
You did! Which I'll show you later. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I just would like to get through it faster. For some reason, it's just not happening. It's still living in my bag that I just love so much. I love this bag. It brings me peace. And that's that. I have also knit, and the project is in this bag, which is by Shannon Fisher of Sockcetra of the podcast, and she's also got an Etsy shop, which is a great little sock size. I have worked a little bit on my friend's socks, but not a whole lot. I think I did about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches since the last time I was on, and I'm doing a 3x1 rib, and this is out of Skein Yarns, her top draw base, which is an 80/20 merino nylon in the wood smoke colorway. Now I realized last time when we were podcasting, everything looked more blue, but when I watched the episode after, the colors were more normal.
Yeah.
So I wonder if a little bit it's our own perception of things. Anyway, it is kind of a gray blue, and I just find that right now it's coming across as more of a bright blue when it's actually more of a gray blue. So anyway,
eventually we'll get the lighting thing right.
2.25 millimeter on my Chow Goose in the magic loop, and I like it. So I've worked a little bit on that, but that's not, there's no real deadline, although I would like to have it done by July. I've also been swatching just a little bit. My next project is going to be in this bag made by my friend Dana in Germany, and it's a great sweater size. This is going to be part of the Canada Cal. So I'm swatching now, intending to start as soon as I finish the Meadow Beauty, hopefully before July.
Yes, because whips count.
Whips do count.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be using this skein, these skeins, because I got 5, I believe, of Julie Asselin, who is a Canadian dyer and based in Montreal. And this is her Laser DK, which is a 90 merino and 10 silk. 10% silk. What does the SW mean in SW merino?
Superwash.
Oh, superwash.
Oh, it took me a long time too.
Jeez. So, and it says fièrement filé pour nous au Canada, which means proudly spun for us in Canada. And this is her dapple gray colorway, although it is quite a light blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's more blue than gray.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So I'm making
It's
a
gray
sweater
enough.
out of that. It's gray enough. I like light blue too. I'm just swatching.
I love the inside.
Yeah, fun
It
flowers.
matches the yarn.
It does actually. Look at that. The inside of the bag and the yarn. So I've been trying it on 4mm, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be trying it on 4.5. That's all I got so far. No big amount done. And I'm going to be making. What am I going to be making with this? I'm going to be making the Sea Salt, which I don't have a copy of. A pattern by Laura Ayler, and I
love her patterns.
Yeah, and it's a really lovely, simple top in stockinette stitch. It's one of those where you start from one cuff, you go all the way across to the other cuff, and then you pick up for the body to go down. So I'm intrigued by the structure of it. Yeah. So there you go. That's another thing that I've been working on. Oh, and can I just say, today I am drinking tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking tea, and I believe Brandy gave this to me. I'm really enjoying it. It's a caramel vanilla by the Republic of Tea in their Cupcake Teas line. And it's really yummy. I put a little bit of honey in it, and it's really good. So thank you for that. Yummy tea. And then there is the burrito blanket, as my daughter likes to call it. And I actually finished the row. Woohoo! I'm very happy. And I got my daughter, we actually decided to change the direction of the blanket. So, here we go. Let me see if I can figure it out. So this is the row that I just finished up here. That is a Juliana's Fiber. I think this is a Knit Picks. I don't know all of them. I'm not as good as you. This is a Koigu that I really love. This was sock yarn that somebody sent me. I don't know what all of these are. But I finished the row, which I'm very happy about. And now I have decided that I'm going to work it this way because this ends up being a really good twin bed width. So it'll go to the length of, or the width of the mattress and down a little bit. And so there'll be longer rows, and I just put on the first one that Isla chose, and she helped me to choose the colors. So
she must be getting excited.
She is. She really wants me to finish it. She brings it up a lot. So there you go. And she chose the colors for this row. And I wasn't totally sure about her next choice, but that's okay. I'll survive. Because there's what she chose here, and then she put like a really bright blue.
Oh, I think that'd be fine.
It's fine. It's just me.
Children see things so differently.
Oh, and it is her blanket, and she will be, she thinks she's going to be sleeping under this blanket in the winter. I was thinking of it more as a day blanket kind of thing, but whatever she can do with it as she will. If she actually sleeps with it as her blanket, it means that she loves it. Yes, there are going to be ends galore.
Yeah, that's why mine are getting weaved in on my scrap yarn blanket as I go.
Yeah, and you know, I keep thinking I should start doing that. I just can't seem to get myself to actually do it. So,
Could you teach her to do it?
oh, what a smart idea!
She could really be involved. And I mean, who cares if there's a little end here or there? You do it the way she does it with a darning needle.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
No, not me, crochet hook.
Oh, really? You weave in ends with a crochet hook?
Yeah.
That's interesting. How do you do that?
I just go through one loop at a time.
One loop.
Oh my god, that would take so long.
One loop at a time?
Yeah, so if I'm weaving in this,
Oh, you
I
pull
put
it
my needle
through.
and I pull it through, and I just keep one at a time,
Oh,
which is how I do it.
huh.
Give me more.
Interesting. I think that's it. I think that's enough FOs. Forget about mono knitting. I mean, I am primarily
I
mono
was going to
knitting,
say you kind of are.
That's
but I have worked on the blanket because I finished the row, and I have worked on the sock, and I've worked on the swatch. So there you go.
I would say 80% has been your.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, we've both been very busy at work, so I haven't been knitting as much at
Jeez, I
lunchtime.
wonder why I've been busy.
Wonder why? Could be that my team's giving her work.
Which is kind of awesome. I like
I was at your office yesterday. Well, not yours, but
Oh, you were
You
there
were?
on the third floor.
I was
which
on the
where
third
she
floor.
is.
Oh, really?
yeah, I was testing for an HR position.
Okay. Woohoo.
So I got my fingers crossed. I will start with the dishcloth I'm working on. It is not the same as the other one. I decided I want a little bit of
You
variety.
said that's discontinued, right?
Yeah, this year,
Ooh.
but I think they may have brought it back, but in smaller balls. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on some.
So this, you can see the lattice work in the middle there. That is
Oh,
the
that's pretty.
Diagonal Knit Dishcloth
It's very nice.
by Jenna Trent.
It gives it just a little something.
It gives it a little bit of interest, so you're not just knitting.
A little fancier kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make them different. So I decided to go with this pattern. I searched for it for a while last night. I cast this on last night. Obviously, I'm better than I was on the first one. This is again Bernat Cotton Tots in white on size 4.5 millimeters, which is US 7. And yeah, I'm going to be making several sets of these because I have a bunch of different colors of this yarn.
That'll be kind of awesome.
I think I have about 7 different colors. So yeah, there are going to be a lot of dishcloths or washcloths being
and
made.
they're quick.
And they're super soft. So they make good baby gifts. So that's the first thing I'm working on. And like, as I mentioned, that is living in my little Art by Anna bag. I've also been working on trying to untangle my yarn here. Put all my yarn in the same bag, and this is what happens. I've also been working on the Abigail, not religiously. I hadn't touched it since the last time I was on, which was 3 weeks ago, until 2 nights ago. And 2 nights ago I picked it up, and I've done this
That's
much.
not bad.
I
I
love
love the different shades.
I know.
And the
I
way
didn't
the
think
pattern,
it was quite that variegated.
but it's
I
really
thought it was
working.
more of a tonal, but I really love it. Unfortunately, I thought I was making progress with this thing, but look how much yarn I have left. I'm only just past the halfway point. Row-wise, not stitch-wise. So,
Are you
I
going to do the
still-
picot edge?
I don't know. We'll see how much I have left.
Sorry.
I'm going to do whatever edges in the pattern,
Edges.
but you can't really see the lace, unfortunately. It's really hard to see.
Yeah, but blocking might help,
There we go. That'll
right?
make it a little bit better. So you can see that there's alternating lace sections and garter sections.
So, what do you think of the pattern?
I love it so much.
It's very well written.
I tried
That's
to
the
pick
one
this up as my first knitting after the codeine, and then I had to frog forward.
You weren't quite ready
Then
for
I waited
it.
a day or two, and I knit a row, and had to frog it. So then I waited another couple of days, and knit a row, and had to frog it.
There's a theme here.
So it wasn't until 2 nights ago that I was really lucid enough to follow a pattern. It took me, I still feel kind of foggy.
But you have that problem with a lot of medication.
I can't
it
do
stays
sedatives.
in her system.
I cannot do sedatives. Well, my kidneys have a lot of trouble processing a lot of medications.
Mhm.
Like when I was just taking the straight Tylenol, my kidneys hurt so bad.
Really?
Because I was taking it every 4 hours because it wasn't helping with the pain. Like it would help with the pain for like half an hour, and then I'd be hurting
Yeah,
again.
so that's where you need to take
So I was waiting until
Tylenol. 2 hours later, take Advil to like.
Yeah. Well, so once I added the Advil, I was able to stretch the painkillers
Yeah.
out to 6 to 8 hours instead of every 4 hours.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my kidneys felt better.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I shouldn't take Tylenol.
That's amazing. How do you know that your kidneys hurt?
You can feel
Oh,
it.
you
Where do
can
you
feel it. Right around here.
Oh, interesting.
In the back.
Yeah.
Well, because I had a really bad kidney infection a couple of years ago, so I have come to recognize kidney pain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, anyway, off the medical
Train.
Because I could rant for days about what's been going on for the last couple of weeks. This is the Abigail Shawl, spelled Abigale. And if you're searching for the pattern, you have to put the in the search because it is the Abigail Shawl. You won't find it if you just search Abigail Shawl. By Rachel Paulsell, who is Night Owl Fibers. And she is... I don't remember what she is on Ravelry. I forget.
Night Owl Fibers.
Sweet
No.
Knits 1997.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Right.
I knew she was 1997. I couldn't remember the rest of it. And this is out of Bittersweet Woolery, Guilty Pleasures, in the Ash on My Tongue colorway. This was one of the first yarns I bought. My first stitches. No, my first Rhinebeck. I'm sorry.
Rhinebeck.
My first Rhinebeck. This was the first ball of yarn I bought from her. So, Tina, this is from 2012.
Tina's shop is open.
Tina's shop is open again. If you go to bittersweetwoolery.com, her shop is
Oh,
open.
that's great news.
However, she doesn't take PayPal.
Yeah, so I was going to purchase and I went, oh.
How do you have to pay?
Yeah, credit card. But, yeah.
Okay.
And
But I guess
don't
you could
know...
put your Visa debit card in.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
use mine. I'm just broke.
No.
I'm unemployed and broke. So, you can... I don't know if she ships to Canada. I'll have to ask her. But her shop is open again, so if you want some...
She doesn't.
No?
No, I was going to ship it to Rob's.
Oh, okay. Well, I can easily have stuff shipped to the United States, so...
Mm-hmm.
Find yourself a friend in the U.S. who doesn't mind sending it along and tell them not to open the package, because if they touch it, you will never get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it is on a 4mm needle, which is US 6. I don't believe that's what the pattern calls for. I think it calls for a 7.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have a 7 free at the time. So I started it on a 6, and it looks fantastic.
Well, you just have to be happy with the fabric.
I love the way it's turning out, and I can't wait to finish with it and block it and wear it and stuff. So, because I think this is one that I will actually get a lot of use out of. I'm a big gray fan too. I have 3 gray shawls that I wear all the time,
I'm
and a
not
whole bunch of
alone.
colored shawls that I never wear.
Well, gray for me is...
It's my go-to color.
I don't actually wear a lot of black. Black is not a color that I wear a lot.
See, I'm the black person.
Yeah. It's,
Me too.
I'm the black sheep.
Well,
I'm
you're
the gray
sheep
sheep.
anyway. I was wearing that shirt yesterday. I was gonna wear it today, and I was like, nah, I'll be too warm. Because mine's a long sleeve.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mine's not.
And so anyway, yes, because boy, can I go on tangents. I think Rob is rubbing off on me, and ugh. Shush.
I don't know what you mean.
And that lives in my beautiful bag that Selma made me that I love. Because it's got all the happy colors.
It is
And
a
the gray.
happy bag.
Yes. And the gray. I know Sarah sort of lusts after this bag a little bit. I think.
Well, there's yellow and orange.
She loves orange. Amanda loves teal.
It's my bag. And I'm not sharing. And the other thing I cast on, and I haven't touched in 3
Ooh.
weeks. This is the corrected square. This is how they're gonna... It's showing up a lot bluer than it is. It's actually much more of a...
It's kind of purplish, better than most times.
It's a magenta-y purple
pretty
Can you
almost.
hold
Yeah.
it closer? Will it do anything?
No, it's just
Oh,
gonna
no.
get bluer. Unfortunately, well, it's not too bad this way.
Yep.
If I
Just
just come
move
towards
this
the
way.
yellow light, go more towards the yellow light than the white light, because the white light is making it look really blue.
Yeah.
But this is the Julie H. Levy square from the Great American Erin Afghan book. It's a separate book. I've got 3 of them. Actually, I have the book. This one. Ha. And it I don't know where the square is. It's near the beginning. There we go. Is that it? Yes. It will look like this. Try not to show you the pattern there.
Are you still not going to do the sweater one?
No, I am not going to do the sweater one.
It's on the back.
There is one here that you have to knit the square, and then you knit this little sweater, and then you sew them together.
Let me see.
And that is not going to happen. Right there.
Oh, it is very pretty.
It's very,
Very,
pretty,
very
and it's not
pretty.
going to happen. So, I doubt my cousin watches the podcast, but if you are, it's not going to happen.
I don't think that she'd be offended.
So, this is The Great American Aran Afghan by XRX Books, Knitter's Magazine. It's Knit Picks Brava in the Frisia colorway on size 5mm, which is a US 8.
Ooh.
And it's turning out a lot more
What it should be.
Yeah, this is the width it should be. And I'm getting the
amazing
row
what
gauge
just
now.
a needle size can do, right?
So I'm very encouraged. Unfortunately, the day after I started this was the day that my face decided to explode, so I haven't touched it in 3 weeks, and I'm hoping to get it finished today or tomorrow.
How many squares do you need?
This size 25.
And how many do you have?
1.
Oh, because you're frogging
I'm
them.
starting over. I have
Right.
none.
Sorry, didn't mean to
I
rub that in.
actually have 7 squares done, but I'm going to have to probably frog 5 of them. Because the first 2 I did are about the same size as this. The first 2 I did from the other. But I'm going to have to do some creative attaching because they're 80 stitches wide and this is like 52 or something. So,
Bet you if you put them somewhere in the middle,
yeah,
it'll
it'll be fine.
with
It'll
the
be
weight
fine.
of the blanket.
If I have to do them over again, I'll do them over again. No big
Mm.
deal. And I did not put that in a project bag when I left the house. So, I'm a bad podcast. I actually had to search for a bag to put the dishcloths in because I didn't have a project bag for those either. It was all just sitting on my table. Which, as the poor VKN ladies can attest, I have so much crap on my table. Because I'm always like, something's falling on my keyboard. Something's falling on that side. Oh, crap, I can't find this thing that was right there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on my table. I really need to fix that.
It's
Especially
kind of
since Rob put up a shelf for my whips.
I was going to say, it's a central part of your apartment, too, so...
Well, it's where I'm always sitting, because that's where my laptop is, and that's where I eat, and that's where the air conditioner is. That's just... I live in that chair, pretty much. That's all my whips. I got no more whips.
Woo!
I thought you had something
We're all
about
whipped out.
What are you going to frog?
Yeah, the frog pond.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a little frog noise.
I made a whole little section. For
Yeah.
our pond.
So, my mama vertebrae got frogged last night. I was doing it in bulky.
Did you need encouragement from the girls?
I asked them, I said, okay, I can't knit on this. It's hurting my wrists. Like, I did 2 rows, and I had to stop because my wrist hurt so badly. And I couldn't knit the rest of that day. And then the next day, I went to pick it up again, and I went, ugh. So I asked the girls in the VK, and I said, okay, it's hurting my wrists to knit this. I haven't even reached the point where I have to split off for the sleeves.
Now you know how I feel about my green cotton top.
Yeah,
Why was it hurting your wrist?
because it was too heavy. It was bulky, it was ginormous, the needle was too short for the sweater, and it was just really
so it was
uncomfortable
like
to
jammed on
knit.
Yeah.
So I asked them, I said, should I just frog it and try it again in DK? Because I have these 4 colors of Barocco Comfort DK that I could stripe, and I think they would look gorgeous together. And so that's what I'm going to do.
Excellent.
So I frogged it. It's the Mama Vertebrae by Kelly Brooker out of Bernat Softy Chunky in the Fern colorway. So that has now been frogged. It is going to be reknit in DK, Barocco Comfort DK in colors 2703, which is cream, 2747, which is denim, 2744, which is a hunter green, and 2730, which is a country red type of color. And I'm going to do probably bigger stripes of the colors and thin stripes of the white in between all the colors.
Nice.
So that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be cast on for a little while because I have a few other whips that I need to finish. And
And you got a lot of blanket squares to do.
all the whips are going to be worked on only at midnights. Except for the blanket. So it may take a while before you see any progress on anything other than blanket squares. You're going to be real bored of blanket squares by the end of the summer.
Hey, people still loved seeing them last year, so.
I'm going to be really bored of blanket squares by the end of the summer.
Yep.
But I do plan on knitting them I'm not going to have a big stack of squares at the end of it. I'm going to start connecting them as I go.
So when you knit that last square, it's like put her in
done.
and it's done.
The ends are all woven in, and then all I got to do is the border. So I'm not going to give myself the headache of putting it all together at the last minute.
Yeah, that was
I'm going to be putting it together as I go.
Good
I
idea.
mean, I was crocheting the border
in the car.
In the car on the way to Minnesota, and then in the hotel room the morning of the wedding.
Well, at least you weren't sitting in the corner at the wedding.
We won't be doing that again.
Nope.
No, it was a fairly churchy wedding, so I wouldn't have felt comfortable bringing my knitting in. I can't knit in church. I just can't. So
It's just something about it's not right.
yeah, I mean, Jess says that she knits in Temple all the time, and I'm just like,
Oh.
I can't do it. Can't do it. So anyway, that's it for me. We can move along to something else now.
We can.
Something that isn't
Oh
blanket
my
squares and boredom.
goodness.
Oh yeah, we have 2.5 pages.
So this section is for you guys.
Canada Cal.
Canada Cal.
There has been people hashtagging it on Instagram. It's hashtag Canada Cal 2016.
Yeah. Fun. I should take a picture of my swatch
Mm-hmm.
and hashtag Canada Cal it.
Yeah, so there are some really great coupon codes in the coupon code thread in the group, so you should go check those out. Some of them expire between July 1st and some all the way to the end of September. The prize thread is up and it's locked because it's only going to be a place to showcase what we have. I'm going to open a different thread for the FOs once we start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all my Canadiana figured out, I think, in terms of what I'm going to knit.
I still don't know.
No.
I kind of had an idea and I'm just like, I went off that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, there is the chatter thread already. People have been posting what they're thinking of starting with, which is great fun. So keep on.
And whips are welcome.
Yeah.
I do have some people that I've been chatting with they're like, no, true Canadian style, July 1st.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Hardcore Canadians.
yeah. So, yeah.
And then we got some. Did you mention the prizes that have arrived?
Nope. We have prizes here. Want me to show them? No, this isn't all them.
Oh, okay.
No.
Some of the prizes.
Some of the prizes, some of the stuff is my birthday stuff. I think I showed this one when it
Yes, you
came.
did.
So this is the Caterpillar Green, and it has April showers in her classic striping.
Which
So
is far more
gray.
tealy than what's coming up on our end of the screen anyway.
Yeah. And then we got this from, is it open? Crap.
From
Sorry.
Yarn Friendly.
Yarn Friendly, it opens. And there's teas and
Maple candy.
maple candy, and so there's mousse.
Maybe put a little piece of paper across that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will. I'm just gonna stand it up. Sorry for the crinkling, but suck it up.
I'm not.
Yeah. Suck it up, people.
I did a mini swap with her, and she sent me 2 DPN needle cases, and I decided to keep one for myself, and then put one in for the prizes. I kept the one with the beavers on them, of course, because my bag has a beaver on it. Then, I'm not sure we showed this. There's that.
Ooh. This was a prize that was
From
donated,
Duet.
which is this lovely lace weight
I think
poncho.
we showed it when we first got it.
That's right. I wasn't on and I didn't get a chance to
Ogle.
I really love this color. I really love this color. It's a really lovely mint green.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
So, that.
Have a thing for linen.
This
No,
arrived
we hadn't noticed.
from Sadie, who is Knitter's Nightmare. She's Canadian but living in the States, and she wanted to donate it. So this is her Batty Sock 80/20 Merino Nylon, 400 yards, and it's called, it's Blue Ruin.
It's got to go down the top
her
before
name
it
on
gets mailed to
Ravelry.
anybody else.
Her name on Ravelry is Blue Ruin.
There's also the Scrumptious Pearl.
Yes, there's a picture of that.
There's also a skein from Julia Slane.
Yeah, I haven't taken a picture of that yet.
And
then I contacted another Canadian who is Twisted Daisy Fibers, and she sent this. And she's going to have some of these, or she has some in her shop already, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the way she did her tag. But
And so then, every July 1st, whoever wins these bags can bring them out. Okay, bring it out now. Take it out. Take it out. Let it free.
let it free. Yes, and the rest I will be
Just saving the prizes.
It's like getting a brand new kitten.
Saving the prizes.
So I will be posting pictures of the rest of the prizes.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it starts in a couple of weeks. I won't... In fact, I wasn't supposed to be here today, was I? But we
Nope.
decided that my husband was going to go to Montreal on his own. So I stayed home with the kids, and he got a weekend away, which is kind of nice because he really doesn't take a lot of time for himself. So he left this morning, and a friend of mine is taking the kids to play indoor mini golf, I think.
Oh, cool.
It's raining out there. And, yeah, so I was able to be here. And I think July 2nd will be possible, which would be the day after the cow starts.
I may not be here.
Okay,
I may not. I'm not sure yet.
not sure. Anyway, there you go. So that's that. There's also the sock club, the brown bag sock club.
Right, I forgot to add that. Yes.
Lots of beautiful socksies on there.
Second
Oh,
quarter's
yes.
almost done.
Oh my
There have
goodness.
been some amazing socks.
Yeah, lovely, lovely socks. And so we'll have to do a draw for that in early July as well.
And you decided on the skein?
We decided on the skein of skein. It's over there. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll show it later.
Sue has this whole little shelf thing that's all stuff that we've been given for
over
prizes, and
So yeah, and I think that's it for cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention, I didn't write it down, but there is going to be a PAL cow. It's the podcast along cow. So basically the premise, and it's run by, I hope I don't get this right. I don't get this wrong. Actually Knitting podcast. Shush.
I want to fail.
The Actually Knitting podcast, which is an audio podcast that I listen to. And the premise is basically to do a knit along with podcasters using podcaster patterns, podcaster bags, podcaster designs.
Oh, fun!
Yeah. So it starts July 15th. Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to have to wash these very well before I give them away, because boy, does this stuff fluff.
And while we're on it, I'm going to say thank you to the ladies at Relentless Knitting Company podcast. I was listening to them yesterday, and I'm on my bus, and all of a sudden, Two Tangled Skeins, Canada Cal, hashtag, and they went on about it. And I was just like, nice.
Fun, fun,
So
fun.
it's Kay Ray, who is Carla, and M. Gem Knits, who's Emily, and they're in BC. So
Cool.
yeah, it was kind of cool. I'm just like, oh, I got to work. I was telling Lynn, I got to work, and when I get into work, I change my boss's calendar, and she stood beside me, and she's like, oh, you're listening to a podcast? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, knitting. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And they're talking about me. You guys are popular? You still...
Ouch!
No, it's just, she's like, you're that popular? And she's like, you still do that thing? Like, yes, we do.
That's okay. My kids are constantly amazed that I'm internet famous.
Yes. I still remember when I told Tyler, he's like, you're going to be famous on YouTube. Because 4 years ago, he was
If
like...
you can make it there, you
he
can
was
make
14,
it anywhere.
Right? He was 14.
Okay, we're not PewDiePie famous, but
We're famous. Come
That's
on.
funny.
So,
That is funny.
next is Stash.
hell,
and
we're
we
not
have
even Mina famous yet.
No, we have a lot of Stash to flash.
Yes,
Or
we do.
or Kristen of Wolenvine. She was in Barbados, and there were
She
viewers
got
there.
recognized. Did
Yeah.
she?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. That's pretty
I've been
cool.
recognized in Chicago and here in Ottawa.
Which still freaks her out.
Totally.
Well, it is.
Totally freaks me out.
What freaks me out is the time we were at Stitches and I heard my name across the convention floor, and it was Paula from the Knitting Pipeline. Selma! I was like, what?
Or the time the Yarn Harlot stalked us.
Yes, she did. We did not do the stalking this time.
No. Well, I'm trying to leave her alone because...
One of the stalking times was for Crystal. She wanted her
Yeah,
autograph.
but I mean,
so...
like, I don't feel the need to constantly go and say, hey, Stephanie, it's me, hi! Because,
when
poor
we
woman.
see her, we kind of, she's in the line getting food, or,
Yeah.
we just kind of leave her be.
She was on her way to get food the last time I saw her, so...
I really enjoyed the podcaster meetup at Rhinebeck.
Mm-hmm.
That was
It's one of
fun.
the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Is there one going organized for Midwest yet?
No.
Okay. Because I think it would be a good idea to just do it in that lobby part upstairs, outside the rooms. I think that would be good. Okay, I'll get on that.
Although, right by where the classrooms are might disturb the classes going on.
Yeah, but we have it when there's...
No, we had it at 1 o'clock. That's when the classes start. We'll have to see.
Okay, yeah.
Dumpty 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 dum.
Okay, so, stash. Go.
Oh my god. So much stash.
Oh, really?
Well, first off, I'm going to mention the stash that we received for you guys.
Woohoo!
I've been waiting on this for a while because it arrived at Rob's house. And I'm a dum-dum. Poor woman is Canadian and I had her ship it to the States.
You didn't realize it.
I had no idea she was Canadian and it didn't occur to me to check. So we got yarn from Pirates Yarn. We got this lovely skein for you guys.
Oh,
She
look
sent
how the
it as a
caramel comes
prize.
up there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And look at below, there's a beautiful gray.
That's not gray. It's purple.
No,
Well-
it's gray with lavender in it.
It's the skein is called it's her standard sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 462 yards. 462 yards.
It's a nice amount of yardage.
Yes. And the colorway is lilac, one of a kind. So you would be the only one who has a skein of this.
It's really lovely.
And she's got this cute little button here. And you've got a cute little Pirates Yarn, her logo, button, with a little anchor stitch marker. So that is going to be going off to somebody. Very, 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 very lucky because, oh my god, it's soft.
I haven't actually touched it. Oh,
Rowena, the three of us would love to buy some Pirates Love Rainbows.
get on it.
But you need to dye it.
You've seen it here on TV.
Because we've all, well, I've used it in my blanket at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I think,
I'm about to. It's
Yeah.
It's actually it was one of the ones that my daughter chose. It's here in the baggie for this next row. I'm pretty sure. Oh
don't
darn!
see anything that
no,
looks like it.
no,
No.
no. Oh, maybe we decided it was going to go into the next row. There it is. I see it.
right there.
I see
Nope,
it.
that's not it.
Yep.
Is it?
That's it.
There we go. It is so soft and
It's
so
very
pretty.
soft, and the colors are just so fun.
So
I'm-
just saying, Letty, get dyeing. DY.
Because we have
not-
influence.
Yeah. It's so soft. And it's for you guys.
Oh yeah, we forgot that little detail. I think.
Because Sue was like, we have to give that away, huh? Yes, we do. It's so soft. And I had to laugh because she lives on Pirates Road. That's all I'm going to give you, because I'm not going to tell you how to find the poor woman. But yeah, she lives on Pirates Road, which I thought was hilarious. So there's her little logo, her little pirate sheet. And you can find her. She is Pirates Yarn with 3 R's on Etsy. And she is, shop/Pirates Yarn, YARRRN. So,
Yarn! Sorry.
which is how her husband says yarn.
But
So.
with a whole manly,
Yarn! Yeah.
grungy kind of way.
Piratey.
Piratey.
So that's the stash that I got for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we love you?
We love you.
I can get to Oogle at any time because it'll go right over there.
I got some lovely things from
Oh.
Jessica while she was here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a skein of 100 Ravens Yakos yarn. It's so nice.
It's a beautiful color.
This is 100% merino.
It's actually showing up the right color. It's
Yeah.
not turning it blue.
There's no nylon in this, so it's not a good sock yarn, but it's going to make a beautiful shawl.
Uh-huh.
It's I would actually say a light fingering,
I love the name.
and the colorway is Mademoiselle de Treville. So 100 Ravens is a local to Jess Dyer. So she brought a skein for each of us. And this is mine, and it's so pretty. And then, as a thank you for letting her crash in my daughter's bedroom, she gave me
Oh my.
Fun.
This is Colonet Jitterbug. This is the...
It's such a plump yarn.
Yeah, I think this is actually a sport.
It has to be a sport weight.
Because it is more than 100 grams. It's 150 grams. And it's 400 yards, so I'm pretty sure it's a sport. But look at this. I got the Crayola color crayon box of yarns.
Sorry, uncomfortable.
It's beautiful. So that was a lovely present from Jess. Thank you. And then I got some lovely minis from Jen. Except this and this. Those are mine. So I got these lovely minis from Jen and some delicious looking strawberry and vanilla fool tea. I'm really looking forward to trying that. I think that's going to be my tea when I get home.
Strawberry vanilla fool tea too.
Yes. We both got strawberry vanilla and Sue got something else. So... Oh, these are for your frankincense, by the way.
Me? Thank you.
I'll give you some more out of the big bowl. One of my mother's friends dropped this off for me. It's the new value pack yarns from Michaels. It is just a lovely, large, humongous skein of acrylic. I think it's a DK or a sport. I think it's DK, actually. Because it's too thick to be a fingering. And it's really being washed out. It's literally just a cream color. But she was like, she bought this thing for a project she was doing and used one of the two skeins that came in the bag. So she just dropped it off at my mom's house and says, your daughter knits. Here, give it to her. Thank you. So I got that. This is stuff that I got from Mandy and Michael that I totally forgot about. I dropped it off at Sue's house 3 weeks ago when Jess was here.
Well, I said, do you want to take it home? No.
Well, because I knew we were going to have to show it on the podcast, so I didn't want to forget it at home.
Well, yeah, and that's when your mouth exploded.
And then I wasn't here for another 2 weeks. So Mandy made me this lovely little... It's a lovely little wallet thing that matches my beautiful project bag. I'm going to have to pick all the extra threads out. So I've got this lovely little thing. And then she made me an extra long needle holder. This is for a circular needle. It's to hold a project on a circ.
I had the birthday cake tea.
It was good.
Yep. She now remembers that I actually gave her some birthday cake tea, Mandy. This is beautiful.
Nothing says screw you like a rainbow.
That's what this is. That's white birch, right?
Mm-hmm.
White
and
birch
that's
fiber.
by Pirate Yarns as well?
No, it's white
White
birch
birch.
fiber.
Oh, sorry.
And the colorway is Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow. All the girls have bought this recently.
I need to. I saw it.
And I
posted,
have
was
many
like,
of it. I didn't
Me
even
too.
know about that.
I have
And there's,
many.
you can smell the tea.
Yep.
Absolutely. It smells
This
great.
is David's Tea Bear Trap.
And I had enough in my little bags to make 2 cups.
And this is David's Tea Midsummer Night's Dream.
And the watermelon that I got 2 bags of the watermelon,
It's
and
this
I
one that
turned
smells.
it into a gigantic
Because
picture
I have this one at home.
of
Ice-
iced tea.
It smells so
It was
good.
really good.
So I'm going to be making tea when I get home.
And when I made the birthday cake tea, you know how people will come around when they smell popcorn? Well, that's what was happening. Nicola Harvey kept walking by going, it smells really good. I'm like, do you really have to print something in? She's like, no.
It was
Just
hilarious
walking by.
because yesterday she was saying, "Oh, Mandy, I really love the birthday cake tea. Thank you so much for letting me try it." And I was like, "I gave you some of that stuff months ago. You said you loved it." She's like, "No, you didn't. There's none in my stash." I'm like, "I gave you a little teeny thing
That's
of
why.
it."
But
And
it's
you
a
used it
tin
up.
in another, it had another name on it, so I was like, I forget what that tea was, but now I know.
But yeah, she really liked it the first time too. I
Those
just
should
thought that
make
was
nice
funny.
iced teas as well.
Yep.
And I have a couple more things to show. Poor Rob. He was trying to. They sent him the wrong plastic.
The wrong thickness.
He was working with 1/8 inch, and they sent him 16th inch for sock block. So he figured he'd try it. Problem is, they're floppy. I was afraid to break it putting the sock on it. So we won't be using this for for sock blockers. But look at the cows. And this is purple. It's not blue. It's a nice royal purple color.
Yeah, it's just not.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look,
There we
turn
go.
it. Yes.
As long as I don't point it towards the white light, we're good.
Good to
Nailed
know.
it.
It just completely changes colors when you change the light source. Because
It's
there it looks like the
opalescent.
wall. It's the same color as the wall there, which it really isn't. It's this color.
So I guess we don't need to have white light.
I don't know. We may have to figure out, I don't know, colors. So anyway, those were the failed poor sock blockers. Amanda, I remember what he made for you because I brought it with me. Where'd I put it?
It's way over there.
Oh, yes. He used the same plastic to make Amanda another needle gauge.
But it works.
But it works for the needle gauges. It's not as, like, it's a little bit flexible, but it's not sloppy.
Fine.
So, Amanda, you have another needle gauge, which I will send to you at some point. Or bring you. We'll have to see.
Amanda Panda?
No, Mandy.
Oh, Mandy. Pinecone.
This
This is genius.
It's awesome.
I
he
need one.
came up with this on his own.
I need one. Tell me where to send the money.
He made a needle gauge. It's got my name engraved at the bottom. You can just barely see it. And it's got a maple leaf at the top that you can't see at all. I don't think there's any way to see the maple leaf. But after he gave me this, I said, you know what? We can make a wraps per inch gauge up here and print the wraps per inch information across the top. So that's what we're going to do. And I told him to blunt the edges a little bit because these are sharp. The ends of the needles are actually really painful.
Make them more rounded.
So he's going to sort of sand that down a little bit. But this was the prototype, and we are actually going to start making these on colored plastics. And that will be the wraps per inch gauge. Right up here between the ball of the needle and the ball yarn. And you will be able to get these customized with your name. We won't be able to put pictures on them because that's where the wraps per inch information is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to move this whole thing down just a little teeny bit. And then there's going to be a hole in the top of the ball for if you want to put it on a keychain or a whatever. So this is a prototype, and I love it. It's so cute.
It's really adorable.
I've not seen one like that.
So this is probably going to be the first thing that he puts in an Etsy shop. It's so cute. So anyway, that's, I think, it for my stash other than this thing. So,
Which we all got.
yeah. So you want to mention those now?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Darn it, I didn't take the card out of the box. I contacted the lovely people at Gleaner.
The ultimate fuzz remover.
I'll open mine so we don't all have to take them.
Yeah, I have a card here. I just wanted to
curious.
So, Victoria said, here are the Gleaners for 2 Tangled Skeins. I hope you all love them and can save some of your faves with our fabric care tool.
Very cool.
So this is what it is.
Oh, you got light blue.
Yep.
I got yellow.
I have green. Because
I have to look at the thingy because I don't know what it does.
the end, you have 3 different ends to put on here. Like fine, medium, and large. And it's basically like, think of it as sandpaper.
Ah, this
It's
thing.
different, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have different
I should
ends.
try it on my February lady sweater.
Mhm.
Use the gigantic one to get the gigantic pills off of it.
Yeah, I've seen it on many podcasts, and I thought, I'm just going to write to them. And they have a warehouse in Montreal, so it came really quick.
Very nice.
So thank you very much, Victoria. I have a few things that I would, I'm going to use it on. I want to get the travel size so that my daughter can put it in her purse.
So I don't have that.
That's not in your bag?
Nope. Mine just came with this.
Uh-oh. Okay, I will...
Unless I dropped it, but I'm not seeing anything in here because that's the outer bag.
We'll have to look after.
But yeah, mine doesn't have a thing inside.
Well, here, you know what?
And then...
No biggie.
This one
Nope.
does.
Oh,
I have the instructions, but I don't have the thingies.
Okay, well, I'll give you the thingies from this one, and I will get her to send us another one. These things happen.
because we have another one.
Yeah, we have one to give away to you guys. Here you go.
Okay, there you go. Oh,
So
I'm.
We'll have that
it
as a
fell out
giveaway
here.
at some point.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's under the couch. Sorry.
There you go.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, I was wrong.
We're all okay here. We're all okay.
All right.
All right.
So me.
Oh, yes.
So me, because it was my birthday.
It was a birthday.
And one of the things I really wanted was a Selma bag. And, you know, because I'm me, I'm like, I want that one. It has bees on it.
She got one of the bee bags.
And it's got honeycombs on the bottom, and you probably won't be able to see. No, the swirly. The handle is the swirly. So this is the
two skeiner.
The two skeiner. And it has my DK hat and a blanket square in it. So
That just sounded like a what's the word I'm looking for? A schoolyard taunt. Skeener.
Keener. I made something from some fabric that Selma gave me a while back. I made myself a bag, and it's got bees on it.
There's a theme.
Yep. And it's
Pink
just
Sue
little,
likes bees.
it's just little white stars on the inside. And Selma also gave me something that I oodled at a store recently. And this is Mongolian camel fiber, and it's half a pound, which is 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Feel that.
I know. It's so soft.
Can you touch camel?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna try it.
I don't see why you couldn't. Oh, is it kind of from the same family?
I don't know.
Interesting.
And then she
If
got me...
someone is slightly allergic to alpaca, would they be allergic to camel? That is the question of the week.
And she got me one of her favorite hand creams, which is Avita.
Ooh, the hand relief. So good.
The other thing...
So I'll say I'd get you mine, but you don't like the smell of it.
I bought myself...
What's yours?
It's the Gardener's something or other by Crabtree and Evelyn. And she hates the smell of it.
I got myself of one of Juliana's new skeins. It's called Prism.
That is nice. Yep. I'm not
I wanted to
surprised.
buy one, and they were gone.
I had to have one. Knitter's Nightmare.
This might not be good.
Sadie. I saw this in her. This was she had them hanging up drying, and I'm like, ooh, what was that one?
I better hand it to you, because otherwise it's going to stay.
It's
It is a birthday present. You can't steal a birthday present.
It's called her Boogeyman Sock, 75-25 Superwash Merino, 462 yards, and this is the Enchanter colorway.
Super pretty.
Can I interrupt?
You can.
So, does this mean it kind of stripes?
No.
No.
It's variegated. Like
But it's
it'll
sort of
spiral.
pops.
Yeah, it'll
Spiral.
spiral.
Yeah, you'll have
If
pop.
you're doing socks. If you're not doing socks, it'll just pop little pops here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
I know. I wanted it
I
so
love
badly,
that.
and
It's
then it was
like
gone.
it comes across as black, but it's actually a
gray.
dark gray.
Well, it's really hard to get a true black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I
Very
did a swap with Yarn Friendly, and I kept the beaver needle case. And she sent me some minis, which I've already used one. There's a few minis in here. And some tea. Whole bunch of tea.
Sorry, I'm just helping myself to Sue's desk here.
She always does. That's why I keep it there.
It's all for you, Lynn.
I got some patterns for my birthday. So Jessica of Sarah Nova Knits podcast sent me Lemongrass by Joji Locatelli. And it's a really bright green. It's not showing up. Crystal, our friend Crystal, sent me the OM shawl. And it's basically like a blanket that you can wear a gajillion ways.
Designed by Dreary Knits.
Yeah. And it doesn't show on here, but if you go on the project page, there's a lot. And as soon as my daughter saw it, she's like, can you make me that in black? I'm like, but I have cream I could make it in and then some pops of color. She's like, no, black with pops of color. And I'm like, oh, God. She wants it for her birthday, which is in September. So guess who's going to have to start that soon? I bought myself the Vanilla is the New Black pattern by Anna Fletcher, who is Shanghai Lily. The reason I bought it...
And who's local to us here
Yeah.
in Ottawa.
The reason I bought it was because Katie on Nerd Girl Knits was making it, and the heel just looks so interesting. Like, I just love it.
Wait, let me see. Yes, it is very cool looking.
And Moira from the Knitting and Stitches podcast bought me Anna Fletcher's Black collection.
Oh, I have those.
Which is very nice.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how well they'll come out because they're black. So that's Black Argyle.
She's also local to us.
Yeah. black cable, black rib, and black slant. Oh, I still have so many patterns. I bought into the Shawl Society by Curious Handmade, which is going to be 6 months of shawl patterns. It's not a mystery knit along. The day the pattern comes out, you get the entire pattern. The first pattern is called Talisman Shawl. And is that the best picture?
It is a crescent shape shawl with some, actually the back picture is really good, with some texture and a lace edging.
Yeah.
Very nice. By Helen Stewart.
Yep. So, and she also has the a podcast. She's Hell's Bells on Ravelry, which I find is cute. I printed this the other day because I fell in love with it, and I thought, ooh, I have some gray yarn, and that would be a really cute little sweater.
It is a very nice sweater.
It's called Dory by Amy How do you pronounce her last name?
Christopher's.
It's Christophers, right? Amy Christophers. I know there's a whole thing about how to say her name. So
I don't know. I just have so much fun with Melissa Safswari that.
And the last one that I printed out was the Raina shawl.
I love that shawl.
It's a great shawl.
Like the pattern only comes like it's a 1-pager, but I printed out the picture because I wanted to see it, and it's for variegated yarn, and I could probably knit 100 of these.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Might need to make one.
What else do I have? Oh, Twisted Daisy Fibers also sent me a bag to review.
Ooh.
So,
Well, they didn't see you coming, did they?
No.
I kind of chose it.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, crinkles. Not
Crinkle,
sorry.
crinkle.
There. I should have just left it out of the bag, but I
Chris
didn't.
Crinkle.
So I love how she put her label on the front.
Let me see. That is a cool idea.
Yeah. She also sewed one in the middle, but what I really love is, look, her zipper is not attached to the side. It's kind of cool, like it. And she has a little daisy stitch marker. She's Canadian. And then she has one on the inside as well. There's like, I don't think there's interfacing.
Yes, there is.
It's very, very light.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
And this is her card. With a kind of a knitted background. And this is a large size, and it also has the key fob thing. So, is that not me?
So what's her shop's name?
Twisted Daisy Fibers.
Nice.
She's in the prairies.
So she's Canadian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the one who sent this bag.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
One with all the names of Canadian cities.
Yep. And I think... Am I done? Oh, sorry. Last but not least.
Gigantic basket.
That I got at it's called Solutions in Ottawa. This is the medium size. And as soon as I saw it, Sean's like, "You're leaving with that, aren't you?" I'm like, yeah.
There are 3 of them. And you got all 3?
No, I got one, but there's a smaller and a bigger one. And I got this just now from Jen, who's Storm Coast of the Uncreative Crafter podcast. She made me a collage bowl.
It's really lovely. It's like really lovely.
And basically what she was doing was cutting out little balls from like catalogs, like from yarn.
Because they're yarn balls.
Yeah.
In case you're... Yeah. It's hard to tell. But they're
So
all yarn
you know how
balls.
Knit Picks has they'll have like all the
All the
colorways?
colors, she cut those out.
So cool. It's lovely.
I'm like, I was watching her do these and I'm just, wow, thank you. I'm so happy. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's mine. She sent me some green ginger tea by Tazo, which should be interesting. And then I got 4 little, for my sock blanket, and you probably can't see it, but there's a little owl there.
Like this.
A
little double-sided owl.
Owl stitch marker.
It's
Progress keeper. Okay, I think I'm done. Your turn.
Oh my. Well, there isn't a whole lot.
Oh, we lost our...
I've been a very good girl.
Oh, our stopwatch.
We scrolled down some.
Oh, okay. As long as we haven't lost our people.
Yeah. There we go.
I was saying to Sue, I'm like, I see pretty yarn and I think, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I don't go a step further. I'm having a harder time not buying other people's bags. I bought myself a bag yesterday. It hasn't arrived.
Well,
because I'm curious to see how they're made.
I'm a bag maker, but I make knot bags.
Yeah.
I don't make a lot of drawstrings. I don't make a lot of zippers. I have some, but when I see other people's, I'm like, I need to have that.
Well, if I see somebody who's just got an interesting feature to it, I'm like, I want to see that. So anyway, but I really haven't been buying yarn because I've been buying fabric.
You can get labels through Labelicious in Montreal.
Also,
yeah,
I bought some labels.
Okay, well,
the other day.
Sorry, that's a whole other section.
But that's going to be a whole experimentation. So anyway, I did buy a couple of patterns because I'm thinking about my upcoming knits and my plans. And I bought some Baramu Titus in the cream colorway a few months ago. And I bought it specifically because I wanted to make the Summertide shawl by Curious Handmade, who's also known as Helen Stewart. Nice. This was a mystery knit along last year. And actually a woman who is... This Handmade Life on Ravelry. She makes beautiful, beautiful shawls. She made this in cream, and when I saw that, I just wanted it.
I'll meet you out back.
What's happening? They're meeting.
I was trying not to interrupt you, and I failed miserably.
She said, "Meet me out back," and she's my dealer.
I got something from the dealer as well.
I'm making mustache minis.
Anyway.
It's all about you.
Seriously. Okay. So that's one pattern that I bought because I'm going to be making it. And the other one that I bought was by Justina Larkowska, the Aisling shawl. And I had gotten 2 skeins of Wool Barn in cream and a pale pink, specifically to make this one. So I finally bit the bullet this week and bought the pattern. So that'll be made soon.
Sorry. A friend of mine named her daughter that. I've been informed it's pronounced Ashlyn.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's the intent here, but my friend said, no, it's not Aisling, it's Ashlyn. And I'm like, then spell it that way.
Is it an Irish name?
It's an Irish name, yes.
Well, they don't spell anything the way it's supposed to be.
I know. I was watching an episode of Castle the other day, and they were trying. One of the guys who was not, he was Hispanic, was trying to pronounce Siobhan from the way it was written, and he was like...
Well, it's like Saoirse Ronan, the actress. I was like, Saoirse.
Yeah.
Saoirse. I couldn't figure it out.
Saoirse,
and then somebody said it, and I'm like, okay, fine.
That's why I watch a lot of Graham Norton, because he can pronounce all that. Well, he's Irish, so they pronounce all that stuff on the show.
There's a reason Aoife spells her name when you meet her.
A-O-I-F-E.
Oh, is that how you pronounce that?
Aoife.
She's Irish.
Yeah, she's at work. And anybody who sees her name for the first time, they're like...
She says Aoife. A-O-I-F-E. That's how she introduces herself.
I
had no idea that's how it was pronounced.
Yep. And then...
Sorry.
We were personal messaging or PMing at work a little bit, and she was saying, oh, I'm thinking about the Raina shawl. And I'm like, well, I've been thinking about this one. And poof! It appeared in my box.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's
Poof.
magic.
Poof! What was it? Poof, the codeine something or other.
That's the problem. It's a problem.
And this is called, the Lamina wrap. Look at that. It's all in one page. Isn't that incredible?
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically a diagonal striped shawl that's made with garter ridges and then lace patterns in between. And I really love the way she photographs stuff on Instagram. I get sucked into her things. They're very nicely photographed. Mm-hmm. So that's all I bought. But then I showed up here.
And stuff
happened. And there was more stuff.
There was the thingamajiggy, whatever it's called. The pill get rid of her.
Actually,
that's Irish. The fuzzball thing.
I've got more. Sorry.
Oh, you too.
Go ahead.
And then Lynn gave me a bunch of this cardamom black tea that I really like. Thank you.
You're welcome. I buy it in big boxes at the Asian grocery store.
And then, of course, she handed over a little mini. And then there was also a baggie from Jen, the Storm Coast, the uncreative podcaster, with also this strawberry and vanilla fool. I'm really looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. And some minis for the Valenty. And thank you very much.
Yeah, between like the 10 or 11 of us, we can supply each other with minis like for a lifetime.
Pretty much.
And what is this?
That's mustache. That's the skein she gave me.
Yeah, so I got this version.
Fun! I'm looking forward
You have
to that.
green in there.
I know.
Yeah.
Squishy.
That's why I didn't give you that mini, because that one has the green in it.
I have to say, I have been looking at her BB-8. It's very nice.
The one that I got for Sean that he doesn't know about.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's got one that's got orange, cream, and brown too. That's very nice. Like her colors are really lovely. Lovely, lovely.
So I forgot to show 2 other things.
Ooh.
Lynn got me some wacky windmill fiber, and it is Corridale in the little green men colorway. I did post it on Instagram.
Yes, you did. And you see, I think you should be doing that with the camel.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. And then she brought me a box of pineapple coconut by 4 o'clock.
Because I know she likes that one.
Whole box.
Yeah, I actually went to Bulk Barn to look at their tea selection, but there was nothing. There was only the cucumber mint one.
See, I have right by the front door at the one in Plateau, there's a big display of 4 o'clock tea.
Oh, okay.
It's not with the teas.
Can I steal
it's
a couple of bags?
Separate.
Fine. Yes.
Anyway,
I'll be bringing a
It's
couple
going to
to
become
work.
iced tea because it's warm. Right?
So,
And it's amazing when you make fruit teas into iced tea, like it becomes almost juice-like, right? So
I don't even sweeten mine because
So what do
I
you
like
do?
them just the way they are.
you just
I
steep
just
and put
make
in
it
the fridge?
and I usually add some sort of sweetener like agave nectar or a little something, and depending on what it is, I might add a little bit of lemon just to add a little tang to it, and then I put it in the fridge, and then when we want to drink it, put some ice in a glass and pour it in.
But you leave it with the tea bags in it?
No, but I'd leave the tea bag in for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll steep mine overnight usually. Like I'll make a pot of tea, leave it on the counter overnight, and then the next day put it in water bottles in the fridge.
Yeah.
Nice.
And or I'll actually do it with fresh mint and orange blossom water, which is a very Moroccan, North African type thing, which I like. So, but yeah, the watermelon tea that Mandy sent got made into iced tea, and I bought a raspberry jam that I think I was drinking last time I was on the podcast by David's Tea that makes a great iced tea.
I made myself a pot of I did 1 scoop of Japanese sencha and 1 scoop of apple spice.
Oh.
And it was a very, very mild apple spice flavor.
It was.
Oh my god, it was delicious.
Was it the one that somebody sent?
No, it was David's that I had bought.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I
No,
think
it
somebody
wasn't the
sent us-
Tivana. Yeah, Michael and Mandy
that was
sent
the
us some
Tivana
apple.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
spice
really
something
nice
rather.
too.
steer clear of David's when I'm at the mall because no. Like, just Sean's tea alone, if I buy all 3 that he wants, it's $100.
Good lord.
Because I buy him big quantities, right?
That's an awfully expensive tea habit.
He likes the,
The greens.
it's the pearl
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that's
And
one of
those are
them.
more expensive. Did he like the green one that I got him from Bridget? Because I can get him more of that, and that's cheap.
I think he did. But yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to say no.
Because that one's way cheaper than David's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I think that was it for my stash, eh?
and Lynn did her stash.
I did mine.
Okay.
And
So coupon codes that we have ongoing. Bags by Awesome Granny. The code is 2TS10 and that's 10% off. 6 Munchkin Stitching, which is 10% off, and it's 2 Tangled 10 all spelled out. Podcasts. We mentioned Serenova Crafts. We mentioned Curious Handmade, which is audio. Nekazuki Knits, which is video. Why can't I remember that?
I think she's audio.
Yeah, I think she's, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank.
I thought she was audio.
Relentless Knitting Company, audio. Knit More Girls, which I've been listening to religiously. It's a mother and daughter, and they've been doing it for a really long time.
you mentioned Nerd Girls too, I think.
Nerd
earlier.
Girl Knits. Yeah, I watch them on, is it Sundays theirs comes out?
I mentioned Vine Yargasm.
Yeah, there is Actually Knitting, that's the Pal Cal. Commuter Knitter, and Knitting and Stitches.
And Maple Mousse Fibers.
And
that you
Maple
bypassed.
Mousse Fibers, I was saving her for last.
Oh, saving you for last.
Yes. Maple Mousse Fibers, which is pretty new, and
That sounds like it would make an awesome dessert.
I know. She's Canadian. Nekazuki Knits is
Sorry.
Canadian. Relentless Knitting is Canadian.
Knitting and Stitches.
Knitting and Stitches is Canadian. And we said Volenvine. We said...
I'm sure we mentioned Mina. Because she just
I
gets
mentioned Mina, yeah.
Nina. Who else did I miss?
Nerd Girls.
Right.
We also had a question from a viewer, just a little question. It was kind of a comment question in the question thread. And if you do have any questions, feel free to go in there and ask.
I kind of revived a few of the threads that had gone dormant.
The Freds.
The threads.
This is from Joy JK, and she sent a picture. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let's see.
It's so cute. He's so cute.
I don't know if
Very
you can
dark.
make that out.
Yeah.
Because the
very
little
dark.
dark figure in the front
It's in the question thread.
is a rat. And she wrote, I saw this pattern yesterday. It made me think of your pet rats and had me wondering if you ever made things for your rats.
Someone else suggested that at one point. Did they
Well,
not?
somebody sent me that wonderful, adorable swat redder.
Swat.
Rat sweater. Wouldn't you rather make a swat redder? Swat redder? Anyway.
Rat sweater.
Wow. There's a term in that for that in linguistics, but I don't remember what it's called right now.
It's just
It's a switcheroosies.
It's a spoonerism. Spoonerism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Spoonerism.
Okay.
Anyway, there was that, and there was this type of thing, which is kind of like a little hut for them. And then somebody else sent me one that was kind of squash shaped. That was also that they could climb
Did
into.
you say squash?
Yeah.
It looks
Like
like
a gourd.
like a gourd.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was crocheted as well. But you know what? No, I have not. Right.
Okay.
No, I have not knit anything for them. I keep thinking about it all the time, but I just never actually get to it. And I know they would crawl right in.
Yep.
You know.
Make
They're so
themselves at
cute,
home.
though. What can I say? I love my little rats.
Yeah, we
Told ya.
Yeah.
We totally
Army
bought
and
that.
Einstein.
Told you you'd love spinning too.
That hasn't happened yet.
It will.
She needs to try a wheel.
It will.
And we did forget a section. Stitch talk.
Have you made anything?
No, everything's cut. If you go on Instagram, you'll
Over
see
there.
all
She's
the
got a
fabrics that
big
I've
pile
cut.
of bags cut, ready to be sewn.
Yep. I'm working
Yeah.
on it, but I can only cut one day, do part of the sewing one on a different day, and I can't do it all in one day.
Yeah.
It took me 6 hours to cut all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I've just made a few more bags, and I thought I'd show you, and I'm going to open up the shop. I think it's going to be
Called
Monday.
it.
Now you know why we don't think you're going to resist spinning.
yes, called it.
We said you'd go on Instagram. We said you'd open a shop.
You did spin.
We said
on
you'd
a
love the
spindle.
rats.
You need to listen to us more.
Clearly.
And just stop fighting it.
I'm not going to spin.
Imagine if I do get that job, you're going to be stuck with both of us. Because it's in their office.
So I made a one skeiner of the little bee bag.
Mm-hmm.
You've already got one.
Shh, I'm allowed to Google it.
It is really, really, really
I love
adorable.
this one.
Then I made a two skeiner. There are two of these actually.
I'm gonna be on on Etsy, and as soon as she opens a shop, that's mine.
It's hedgehogs with mushrooms, and then there's this sort of bright pink fabric on the inside.
Not if I'm faster.
Not if you're faster. There's two.
And then there's this bag, which is actually the same
like your purple
fabric as
Purple and
this
gray.
gray one. These flowers on it. It's
It's
same,
really
but it's
fun.
just colorful.
Yep.
it's really
And
fun.
so then
But
there's
yes.
a pattern up here, or a fabric up there with peacocks.
Peacocks.
And then on the inside, it's just white polka dots, but you won't see that on screen.
and
this
she
is as
makes
well.
her drawstrings out of fabric
Yeah.
with the handy new tool.
Yes, the tool is so fantastic.
It's a bias tape maker.
Yeah. And so I'm going to open up the shop.
Now,
This
did you
week.
decide on the name? Because
Well,
we've
it's
been
gonna,
going back and
I've
forth.
been going back all over the place. And I'm just going to go with Little Creek Designs for now, but I was thinking of Pearl Girl, just because I always wear pearls. Like,
Yes.
I have a pearl ring, pearl earrings. I usually have a pearl necklace, but today I changed it for this. But I've always got pearls, and I always have worn pearls. And so I did think about Pearl Girl. So, anyway,
Did you
I'm going to
explain
stick
what
with...
Little Creek means?
I explained it
Yeah,
last
she
time. It was
explained
my
it last
last.
time.
It's my last. It's the meaning of my last name, essentially. So I'm still kind of undecided, but I'm just going to open it as Little Creek.
And you can change it.
If you have an opinion, can you come into the thread and let me know? Help me decide here. But anyway, I'm just going to open it, and that's that. And it's going to be open Monday morning. So what day are we today?
It's gonna be
Saturday.
The
the
13th.
13th.
Monday the 13th.
You're
And
opening it
I'm-
before you go to work? Or at work?
I think I'll open it at work.
Okay.
and it will be
What?
at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So Sue can be standing there watching her do
Our
it.
time.
Okay, wait. Monday, 10. I'm free. If not, I will make myself available. Because I'm not going to say, oh, just hold it for me. No, I'm going to do this legitimately.
I'll announce it on Instagram too. I'm thinking 10 o'clock, but I guess I haven't checked my own schedule. I don't know if I'm free. But I guess actually opened the store, not realizing when I finished everything that
She called me.
once I finished, you have to add in the name, and then you have to stock it, and then you have to choose your payment, and then you have to
You have to put all the information in.
and then it's open. I thought there would be another button that said open now, but it didn't. It just opened it at that point,
And
and
she
then
went,
I called her. I did. I was like,
I'm like, vacation mode.
and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I can't have the store open yet. So then it's on vacation mode.
Yep.
So
And
I
the
will
thing
be
too
opening.
is you can have everything in draft mode, and when you want to upload, you just hit one button and it just uploads all the bags into your shop.
Right. So
Ash,
anyway,
be quiet.
People out there.
That's her daughter walking home from work.
so anyway, that is it. I'm going to do it, and the bags will be up, and I will not be charging for shipping for this first batch, because this will be kind of a promotion.
Because you know they're all going to be sold to us.
Well, you're going to be giving a coupon code, or you pay shipping. Like
Yeah. So, and also I have no idea how much shipping is going to be, so I thought, this will be kind of a promotion. There'll be no shipping. There are no tags this time. My next batch will have tags.
So the
and so there
VKN
we go.
ladies, get on it. I'm just going from experience. When I opened my shop, they all bought I don't know how many. Sarah and Mandy have, I don't know, a lot of bags.
And Amanda.
And Amanda, yeah, they have a lot of my bags. So I just find it kind of awesome.
Yeah.
We support each other.
Everybody's supporting everybody. This knitting community just blows me away. It's wonderful.
Yep.
So there you go. So see you on Ravelry, on Instagram, on Facebook, on wherever.
Next week we'll probably be recording a bit early. We'll see, because it's my son's birthday.
And my
your
son's birthday. Our sons have the same birthday.
Mm-hmm. My son is going to be 18 on the 18th.
And my son's going to be 13. And what a teen.
My first thought was, great, you can buy your own cigarettes. I don't pay for them, but I'm doing legal things for my son. So, anyways.
What can you do? You can't.
Well, he's got a girlfriend now, and she's kind of pushing him to quit again, so...
Good. Well, ever since I got Zach the e-cig, he's had, I think, 3 regular cigarettes.
So my son...
Not vape.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it didn't work for Tyler.
Oh. Well, the shop just down here.
He went on the patch for...
It's pretty awesome.
5 weeks. He was on the patch. And then he had nothing for 2 weeks, and then stress. Anyways.
Broke down. Yep. So, anyway, my son's turning 13. He's really very much...
He is gorgeous. He's the epitome of the Scandinavian. He's going to be
he's not
heartthrob.
Well, my kids are, I call them gazpachos, because I'm half Finnish, half Turkish, and my husband is from Uruguay, but he's actually half Slovenian, and the other half is Spanish with a little bit of Italian in it.
Well, no wonder your kids are gorgeous.
They're mixed kids. I won't call them mutts. I call them gazpachos instead.
So next time I go to your house, I'll go, hey, mutt.
My kids are 3/4 French and 1/4 complete mixed bag.
See, my dad was adopted, so no idea, European of some sort, but he was born in Verdun, Quebec. My mom was Aboriginal, half Aboriginal, so I'm a quarter, and then whatever else. Fun. So, let's just babble.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that my son's coloring is a little bit unusual. It's not a typical...
He's a little darker. That's natural, right?
Yeah, he's just naturally got a tan. And I don't really know where it comes from.
Well, that's the Mediterranean, the Spanish and the Italian.
But it's weird. And his cousins who are olive-skinned, black hair, dark brown eyes, when they're together in the summer, my son, who has kind of like what do you call those? Kind of greeny orangey eyes.
Like hazel?
And, blondish hair. he gets so chocolate brown. Really unusual skin coloring. Haven't quite figured out where that came from, but somewhere in the mix.
He's quite popular with the ladies.
Actually, I'm either pasty white or beet red, so.
He's got a girlfriend. He's 12.
And he's always surrounded by girls.
And he went to the mall last week with his girlfriend and 5 other girls.
Yes, because why didn't he want you to buy him clothes?
Because I only buy him kid clothes.
Anyway, we're just babbling.
We're just not going to talk about my teenagers, so moving on.
Anyway, that's it. Happy crafting.
See you next week.
Happy weekend.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.